pearls, completely sold out. We finally, I know we've been waiting a long time to get these back, and for the first time, so we're bringing back the classic, which is talk about collectible and special and a favorite, customer favorite. That's gonna be for the 18-inch, which is $199.98, but we never did the 30-inch, which is at an event price today at $169.98, which is outstanding. And then, of course, the 18-inch was originally $264. That's also at a special event price. And I love the passion that you're going to hear Nick talk about this and how unique and specialized. And it was the first time I've ever seen anything like this
the ombres,
when it sold out. So tell us what's happening in the world of ombres still.
The ombres. Well,
I know this took a while.
What I love, it's just kind of like, this is like, when you talk about pearl matching, it's kind of one of those things that's kind of lost, where it's like, okay, so you just have to take a bunch of pearls that we perceive to be white and have several that look together. It's like, well, there's some nuance to this. You know, the size, the shape, the luster, there's little bits of color tone. With the ombres, we add in a whole new dimension where you add in the size and the shape and the luster, but then also that color tone. You really want that nice graduation from that white all the way down to that nice deep lavender tone in the center that you see. Now, this new version of the ombre that we're bringing you, this is a lariat style. So you notice this clasp that you're seeing, it's got the rose gold plating on it. Now, this is adjustable. So if you want to wear this as a long strand, you wear this on the second to last pearl, so it won't go over that drop at the end, but it goes on the pearl at the end. So you kind of have a nice little elegant charm that goes off on the back to make it your center, your back piece. Now, if you want to adjust this and wear this choker, this is a cage clasp. So it just opens up and it will fit over any single one of the pearls that you are going to put that are on this necklace. So you can adjust the length of this and you can wear it in several different ways. So we love that multifunction, and also it's really gonna show off that graduation of colors where you see just how beautiful and the artistry of how all that color matching and what that does for this piece.
And it's so, I'm gonna show you up close. This is what I'm gonna see, and this is your classic, you know, beaded pearl. That's what you want on a fine strand of pearls to keep it, you know, again, fluid and circular. But watch me walk you through. So Nick, this is all plays. It's very rare to see peach or plum or purple in this case, right?
And you're really playing with the subtleties of color tone here. Where it's like, I mean, this is one of those things when I match ombre necklaces, it's one of those things like, you know, maybe I match 3 or 4 of them, and then I go home at night, come back in the morning and look, I'm like, what was I doing on this one? It's like, I better rematch all these things again. It's like, my color's a little bit crazy here. But it's
That's why you don't have many. We can't bring many
You can't. And it's just like that ability to match, it's limited by the natural colors that come out of the water. And also just the ability to get that subtle nuance of tone where you get that very delicate graduation of color.
Well, and here in the longer length, let's talk about that, because it's brand new,
I love this longer length.
That is, because you can pretty much customize that 30-inch necklace as a lariat to whatever neckline you want.
Absolutely. And that's what I love so much about these pieces, where you get that versatility, is it really showcases just the nuance of the colors, but also being able to have that dramatic look. I mean, look at how Valerie has it. She has both the strands on. I believe she's wearing that's the 18-inch, and then she has the lariat. And you see the way that the layers, they really play well with each other, but that Y neck, that lariat, it really adds a whole nother level of drama.
Oh, and you can take a minute, read the reviews on the ombre necklace that sold out. How long ago was that? It was maybe almost a year ago,
It was about a year ago,
That's what I thought. It was the first time we ever seen anything like it. By the way, we also have the matching ombre pearl, really cool coiled bracelet. That is also, I'm gonna say, just back in stock, or no, we're launching it.
So this is brand new.
That's okay.
Now this bracelet, so it's got a stainless steel core underneath it, so it's literally almost never going to lose its shape, but it's, when you see that bracelet, it's going to wrap around your wrist perfectly.
And it's basically one size will fit most, which is what we love. Okay, if you are just tuning in, let me give you some updates here. The ombre necklace is just back in stock. It will be, this is a huge special. We launched it at over I'm gonna say it's $249. The HSN price, again, because of the cost and the time that it took us to get this back in stock, will be $264. So you're saving about $65 just right now by shopping along with us. And the same thing on the 30-inch will be $199, where it's $169.98, and that's all natural colors too, correct?
It
Nick,
is
on
all
that?
natural colors. And so back to kind of like that subtlety and like the difficulty of matching these pearls is it's playing with those natural tones to make sure that, you know, we have all of that color tone. And, you know, we read through the reviews on these pieces. So the adjustment that we made from a year ago to the necklaces that we're bringing to you is we saw the reviews that some of you had said were like, hey, we wish we had a little bit more ombre to your strands.
Right.
So we readjusted it to add more of that darker tone to the center. Oh, this looks good.
I'm sitting here switching out of everything. I'm like, okay, I'm changing my look a little bit. This is what I love about the Kwan collection,
this is the
right?
fun of like what we get to do.
Yeah, exactly. So I went from jade, and then of course we had the black spinel and the Mabe pearl. But honestly, the one piece that really did set the standards and instantly became a customer favorite. That you just even have something like this. I was going to come to you, and I have a connection. But if I said, how difficult is it for me to custom even order something like this, Nick? Give everybody an idea.
Oh man. Well, I'll give you a quick story about this. So my cousin back in Hawaii, God bless her, she for her patience right now especially, she sent me a strand of pearls 6 months ago, and she was like, hey, she's like, I would love for you to make this into an ombre strand for me. And I was like, okay. Well, 6 months later, it's still sitting on my desk because I'm like, I don't have the colors to make it perfect for her.
See that, yeah.
So, and we're talking about a Tahitian strand here,
right?
But it's very similar to this, these strands where, again, we're talking about natural colors here. So being able to, I mean, it's not like I can say, okay, I'm going to have more pearls coming in next month's harvest, because we just don't know, and I think that's the beauty of pearl culture, pearl farming, is that you never know. So it's that great acceptance of what's coming in right now, and you learn to appreciate what nature brings you. So it's like we may have a great harvest of deep, beautiful purple lavender pearls that come in the next harvest. But we may just have whites. We may have nothing. But it's just kind of being able to accept, like, hey, it's like we're getting these beautiful gems out of the water. All of our hard work back at the farm level, it translates to us getting, X pearls that are coming in from nature.
Rich, and this one here is something very rarely that you see Mother Nature be able to produce, and that's all the variants. I mean, look at those beautiful shades of pinks and violets, and so perfectly done. I mean, just a really beautiful showcase. You see on Veil, and then this one here, this is new. This is the 30-inch, and that cage, this is interesting. I love this design. So you're able to open that, right? So if I wanted to go and shorten this to a choker, I could just take the and shorten it right up.
Super easy, and that's what we love, that ease and functionality of the pieces. And a piece like this, so the cage clasp, it just opens up, and it clicks. It's actually a click-tight closure.
Right. And
you just adjust it. All you have to do is pick the pearl that you want to put it on to adjust your length. You snap it shut, and that's it.
Cool is
that.
that.
And if you look, if you're somebody that loves open back dresses, like my wife does. Where's the back necklace?
And
that will be like one of those pieces where it's like, hey, if you're going to like a special event, you're wearing that open back dress, wear the tail of the strand in the back. Oh,
dynamite!
Lights out.
And ombre.
Ombre.
I mean that even and then you see the choker around the front. So then, it's such a very sexy look. But something we might see occasionally in white pearls, but not in ombre.
So the ombre adds a whole new
dimension. Whole new dimension. What does the 5 flex payments mean for those who are just tuning in? This is what when we say going direct is truly all about. This is, like we said, this is not the norm where you can go and search, and these are good size. I didn't even talk about the size. These are jumbo size pearls. That you have on both the 18-inch and on the 30-inch, which, as we said, is a longer process in the harvesting. It's more valuable, and then you go into the coloring, and then you're sourcing out the different colors to be able to create such a beautiful ombre look. That's why we couldn't bring in even more than 100 in each one of these.
Wait till you see this look.
Okay, we're going to change that look, because that's the fun thing about the 30-inch that's brand new today. Oh, now we're that choker length.
Now you have more of that dramatic choker length there, and this really showcases. So we're calling this a 30-inch. But let me steal this guy real quick.
Oh, sure.
So we're calling it 30 inches, and that's really like the length doubled up. But when you see it, like when you see this all worn as a single, Oh man, I mean, here, let me.
And it has the best of all worlds. There's whites, there's peaches, there's plums,
Yep.
there's pinks in there, there's all those variants of colors. And that 30-inch is the first time you're seeing it, will be $199. So that is, again, saving $30 just for being with us right now. And then the 18-inch, which is the one that completely sold out during the launch and became a customer pick, that one will be $64, $65 more if any of those remain. Isn't that a pretty look?
So check this out. So this is
Very
longer
delicate
length.
and pretty.
Yep. So you have you got the longer length here.
Yes.
And this is at full length. So you know what I would actually say is, if you want to wear this in the back, and you want, you know, say if you're picking a strand, you want to wear
Just
this in
a
the
little
back.
drop.
Look at that. Now you can switch it to the front. Now look at that. You've got just like that very delicate drop now. Now this is how easy the clasp is. Check this out. So it just opens up. So there's two notches. You open it up.
It's like a little cage.
It's like a cage, and then you just pick the pearl that you want it on, click, come on,
that's
click,
so clever.
and there we go.
Very clever, and then you customize whatever length that you're looking for. Okay, for those just tuning in, we'll keep you updated. Last call once again on that 18-inch ombre. Even actually looks like even on the 30-inch. So congratulations to you there. Want to mention in case you missed out earlier, the only cash